is going on, Governor? Chisgule here, and today we're going to talk about what might just be the very best kept secret about equipment in Rise of Kingdoms. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about an accessory that is possibly overpowered and unbelievably good in Rise of Kingdoms. We're also going to try to get more materials by rocking none other than the Garden of Infinity. If you like Rise of Kingdoms guides that help you get value and smash your enemies, then consider smashing the subscribe button for daily Rise of Kingdoms videos. We are also a sponsored content creator. Now, let's talk about the silent trial. We have it up on the screen. People have been asking me about this in my live streams. How is it? Is it good? What do you think? Short answer, yeah, it's real good. Let's talk about why that is the case. The silent trial is an accessory. So this is a piece of equipment that goes into a slot for gear that is hard to fill on commanders. Accessories are uncommon. They're very expensive to create, and anything you put into an accessory slot is pretty much all upside because there's almost no other competitor to put into that gear slot as a comparison point. For chest pieces for archers, I could put this chainmail. It's a great piece. It's easy to make. I get 4%. I jump up to a legendary. I gain 2 more percent. Woo! But an accessory for most commanders, for most players, is all upside when you put something there, because there's nothing else that you had in that slot. So that's not why Silent Trial is amazing. The thing we need to talk about with Silent Trial is what it does. Normal attacks can decrease the target's rage by 10. Now, look, it takes 1,000 rage for most active skills to be used, okay? So this would have to fire off 100 times. That's 100 seconds of combat to make the enemy do 1 less skill attack if it had 100% chance to fire off. Okay? 100% chance to fire off. Let me give a better comparison point, an easier one to understand. If this had 100% chance to reduce the rage by 10, that would be like, if we look at Herman's last skill over here. Actually, you know what? We'll do Esong. Esong's second skill. 10% chance to gain 100 rage. So every 10 turns, he gains 100 rage from this second skill, okay? Sometimes you do a little better, sometimes you do a little worse, but on average, every 10 turns you get 100 rage. If the Silent Trial had 100% chance to reduce the rage of the target, that would be the equivalent in rage reduction of the enemy. So if I like generating rage, obviously I think reducing rage of the enemy would be really good. The question is, what is the rate at which it fires off? The language here says can. Normal attacks can decrease the rage by 10 points. So I, avoided thinking about this because I was like, what if it's a 25% chance? I mean, that doesn't sound very good to me, right? That doesn't sound very good to me. Well, it turns out we made it. And we've got a report to showcase the frequency with which this accessory fires off. Silent Trial, turn 1, they lost 10 rage. Turn 2, they lost 10 rage. Turn 3, they lost 10 rage. Every single turn in this battle log, the enemy loses 10 rage. That's really good. That's really, really good. So it is literally, if we look at talents here, I'll give you an equivalent. It is the equivalent of this over here. It has a 10% chance to grant 100 rage. 5 talent points to get this, okay? If you gotta go all the way to the top of the skill tree. 5 talent points to generate, 10% chance to generate 100 rage. This is the equivalent in rage reduction. Okay, it's, 100% chance to reduce it by 10. So over 10 turns, you average 100 rage reduction. That is very good. That is very, very good. 1 accessory for 5 talent points worth of goodness, especially because these are sort of premium points over here. It's not just, stats, and, stats are pretty good too, but I think that this is really quite exceptional. And when you think about what it does for you over the course of, let's say, a rally, right? That's like 30 minutes long, okay? 30 minutes long. Every, 100 turns, they're getting one less skill attack. 100 turns, well, that's a while. That's almost 2 minutes, not quite, right? It's a minute and 40 seconds of time. So every minute and 40 seconds, they have one less skill attack. For a long rally, that's a lot fewer skill attacks potentially, which seems really, really good. Now, I'm not presenting that in the most perfect way, because there's other things that they're doing to generate rage. How many less dead troops is that over the course of a long fight? That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. Where else is that a big deal? Oh, I don't know. Say in a counter rally that's hitting a rally, that's rallying a flag. That seems really good to be reducing the rage of the target that is hitting your flag. Now, you may be wondering, whoa, Chisgule, okay, this equipment's good. I gotta go get it. Where does it come from? Barbarian camps and keeps are where you will find this blueprint. Now, I'm going to be honest. I noticed recently they changed the drop table. I haven't seen this at Barbarian Keeps since they changed the drop table. I'm pretty sure you can only get this from Barbarian Camps. You're going to have to kill a lot of Barbarian Camps to get the 30 blueprint fragments in order to make this pattern. That is a lot of Barbarian Camps, and they can only be killed once every 8 or 9 hours, and there's only a couple dozen of those in your home kingdom, and you gotta walk all over the map. So who should be making this piece of equipment? I don't think that every player should go and make this. I don't think so. I think it should be your rally leaders, your garrison captains, the people who are launching counter rallies. Those are the folks that, in my opinion, should be hunting for Silent Trial. And, quite frankly, in a perfect world, they would go for the special talent on this unbelievable piece of gear. Why do I say that? If you get the special talent on the Silent Trial, it reduces the target's rage by 13. That seems, if 10 was good, 13 is better. It's really good. 30% better on this is astonishingly good. Now, how does this compare to other accessories? Most people don't even have multiple accessories, but, if you were trying to choose between, do I make the lucky coin and do I make the Silent Trial? This one is tough. This one is tough. On paper, when I try to do the math on lucky coin, it doesn't look all that amazing compared to what I would want from something that requires so many materials. Because accessories, by the way, require literally three times as many materials as gloves or boots do, right? This requires 40 legendaries total. This accessory requires 120 legendaries total. And the same is true over here. It's an epic, right? 160 epics total for this crazy trinket. Whereas, your average epic, if I go to a glove slot over here, this is going to run me 60, right? So it's 3 times as many. So it's very expensive. I guess not 3 times, 2.5 times as many. You get the idea. It's very expensive to be making a piece of equipment like this. I think that for most players, it's not the most important thing to go make. Truly, for the rally leaders, garrison captains, people launching counter rallies, this thing I think is really good. It's a must-have in your arsenal of equipment. Now, in order to get all the materials to make this sweet stuff, there's only so many things you can do. Barbarian camps and keeps, they certainly help, but one event that can help you on your way or really make you feel bad about your day, that's Garden of Infinity. Oh, the Garden of Infinity. I feel like every time I do this, I end up in these amazing positions where it's if I roll the dice just right, I could get, so many material chests, and it never comes to fruition. But the way that this works is you spend gems, you move around the board, And there are material chests on this board, and that's obviously the chase item. Normally, I do this event to just 50 dice rolls, but I have Alliance members that swear by this event. They do this thing 150 dice rolls, which feels, oh, I guess it's 90 dice rolls. They do 90 dice rolls, which feels insane to me. But today, for entertainment purposes, we're going to do it and see how it goes. Rolling the dice way beyond what we normally would, and we'll keep track of the number of epic chests that we get out of the deal. In general, this is an activity for a really big spender. What I'll say about equipment, though, is that something like the Silent Trial, once I've made it, I can move it to any commander I want. It elevates the effectiveness of any commander I am using for an activity in which troops are maybe dying for the rest of the time that I'm playing this game. That seems really good to me. So let's see if we can't accelerate our rate of gear creation by getting some extra chests here. Here we go. We'll rock the silver die. Off to a terrible start with the direction reversal. That was 325 gems for no reward. Hopefully going in this direction gets us something good, though. 2, okay, we got some training speed-ups out of the deal. A 5, building speed-ups we absolutely do not need. Continuing on, 6 is okay. We get some speed-ups here. I'll take it. 45 hours of speed-ups is very good for 650 gems. That's not really how it works, so you've got to average it out. But now, we find ourselves on the best spot on the board, the literal best spot on the board, and the only redeeming value of the reverse spot over here, which is that if we roll the gold die, we land over here, that's 4 epics. We land over here, it'll jump us all the way up to here, that's 2 epics. And if we land over here, it's the Promised Land. The Promised Land, 6 epics. Here we go. Gold die is in. 5. I'll take it. Our epic count is up to 2. Our epic count, thank goodness, we are at 2. Okay, continuing around the board. A 1. Hey, 30 hours of speed ups is really good. We'll rock this again. A 2. I don't really need these material chests, but okay, we'll continue on. 6 is interesting, but there's really nothing of value here to double. Now we've got double rewards. Let's see where we go. 6 was the absolute worst possible spot to land on. Double of nothing is nothing. So that was a solid 1,300 gems for literally nothing. No value. And that is why people get salty with this event. We have 3 gold dice. I'm going to use the gold die here because 1, 2, and 3 are such good spots. So here we go. 6 is not amazing, but okay. That was probably the worst spot we could have landed on. We'll use the gold die again because we could get a bunch of epic chests over here. Our epic count is still 2. Here we go. 5 is not amazing. Where are we going to go? 6 spots. Absolute worst place we could have landed. And we go 6 back. What in the world is happening in my life? Oh my gosh. Why do I spend gems on this? Why do I spend gems on this? Okay. Alright. Well, that was horrible. That was the opposite of progress. Do I gold die here? No, I don't think so. Because if I land on this, I'm going to lose the opportunity. Well, I mean, I guess it takes me all the way to there. I'd really like to get this. Oh, son of a gun. We'll do it. Here we go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! We did it! Oh, we did it! I can't believe that. Oh, man. Oh, the redeeming value. Praise be the redeeming value. We just got 6 more epic chests. We're up to 8. That is amazing. All right, we're back in it. We're back in it with a risky roll. We're up to 8 epic chests, and now we get some gold. Let's see what we get here. 6 Interesting. That moves us really far down the board, which is good in this case. All right, we'll continue back around. Cool. 2 blues. Very nice. Continue on. And we don't really need these patterns. We'll show you what those are at the end. 6 spots forward. Holy jeez. And now we're back in this spot that treated us so well. Do I gold die again? Do I gold die again? Oh, no, I think we do it. Oh, I think we do it. I think we do it. We're up to 8 epics. I mean, that's good. That's good. Oh, son of a gun. 5. Okay. This is hilarious. 1 through 4 is going to now give us... I mean, we're going to get 4x rewards wherever we land. 1 through 4 is amazing. We could get 8 chests right now if we get a 2. Okay? We get 8 chests if we get a 2. We could double the number of chests we've gotten if we just get a 2. 5. I hate this event. So that was a gold die and one... Wait, yes. It was a gold die and 650 gems for 0 rewards. Cool, let's just keep rolling silver dice. We're up to 8 chests. Another 2 would be amazing. 3. I feel like there are magnets that like pull the dice away from the numbers where the chests are. Okay, we'll keep going. 3 again, making our way around the board toward some interesting spaces. 6 is cool, and now we're back in this spot again. We're back in this spot again. So many opportunities to get good stuff. Here we go with the gold die. We're looking for 2. What? Daggers. Daggers. Is this worth 20,000 gems? Sources say no. Let's roll the dice. This is the best spot on the board if you're going forward. We're out of gold dice now. I thought the odds that we'd get a 1, it's 1 in 6, seem pretty low, so I use my gold die. Here we go. What do we get? A 5. A 5 is cool. 1, 2, or 3 are the chase this time around the board. 5 was not the chase, but whatever. We'll continue our way around the board. This is likely to be our last time around the board because, I don't know, well, I'm going to run out of normal chances here. A 1? That's okay. 1's good. It's materials. It's materials. 2, that spot I don't care about again. All right. 1, 2, or 3 are all really good outcomes here. 4 is not. And now we're getting close to a space where we want to use a gold die. 6 is a weird one. I think we want to use our gold die here. This is our last big opportunity. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 are all good. What are the odds that this could be terrible and I get nothing? 1 in 6. I don't know. Let's give it a shot. What do we got? We'll roll the gold dice. 3 is the chase. 2. Of course. Okay, well, we're so close to all this good stuff. We'll roll the die. See what we get here. 6. We miss all the good stuff. We do propel a bunch of spaces forward. And the question is, how far can I get with my 4 remaining daily chances? Can I get far enough along? Can I get far enough along that there's good stuff at the end of the rainbow so that I can gold die something like this or something like this? I think the chances are good. With 4 dice, we can get there. Maybe we'll get wrecked and get the reverse. So let's see what happens. 3, 4, or 5 would be good. 6 would not be good. A 4 is the only thing that kind of sucks right now. 6 is fine. Now we have 2 gold dice. Oh, okay. Okay, where do we use them? Where do we use them? I think we use the silver die here, and then it's gold die time, and we probably got 2 gold dice to use here. So here we go. We'll roll the silver die. Anything but a 4 in this case is quite good. Okay, and now we could get really screwed. What do we get? Ooh! See, I said we were going to get screwed because we'd land on the, something like this and then scoot past everything. All right. I see you, game. I see you. 11 epic chests. This is actually tied for one of my best runs, I think. 11 epic chests is very good. We're going to gold die. We're going to gold die, and pretty much anywhere we land here is good. I mean, this is the one we care about the least. So here we go. We're looking for a 5. 1. That was one of the worst outcomes because, yeah, now we missed all these juicy spaces that we could have got gold dice from. All those juicy spaces. Well, you win some, you lose some. At least it was 2 blue chests. I suppose we use the silver die because we'll get a gold die for free. So now all we have left is our 2 gold dice. Let's see how far we get here. A 1 scoots us forward 3 spaces, which was double to an epic chest. What? What? Okay. We're up to 12 epic chests. We're up to 12 epic chests, and now, I mean, we might have got our values worth here. It doesn't feel good, but we just might have got our values worth. And now we have 1 more gold die. And there's a possibility with our gold die that we get another gold die. So here we go, hoping we land on a 5 for the epic lulls. Oh, we did it! The epic lulls are real. Now we have 2 more gold dice. All we're doing is gold dice. That's all we've got left in the tank here. We can't do normal spins anymore. We're out of those. So now we use the gold dice. Oh, 2 would be an unbelievable comeback right now. What do we got? A 1. Okay. 60 hours of speed ups. I'll take it. And this spot is really good for a gold die. If we land on a 1, guess what? 4 more chests. But if we get a 6, that's going to be 6 more chests. I mean, a 6 would be so good right now. It would be so good right now. Here we go. Come on, baby. 1. Okay. Wow. Well, okay. 16 epic chests. This was definitely worth it. This was definitely worth it. Probably my best run, maybe ever, with the gold dice in the Garden of Infinity. All right. Well, to summarize, Silent Trial is good. If you have a lot of gems, Garden of Infinity will make you want to pull your hair out, but you just might actually end up going positive anyways. I had a lot of fun doing that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you do make the Silent Trial and you do some of the math on its effectiveness in combat, I'd love to see it. I obviously think this item is very good, in part because you can use it on literally any commander, and you're getting upside for it. So that seems pretty good to me as a baseline, especially because it fires off, at least according to the reports, every single turn. If you enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like and subscribing for daily Rise of Kingdoms videos. We've got more equipment guides coming, and until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom.